If I can't send my kids to a private school because my public education has fallen apart and has become garbage, then what does that mean for the future of my kids? Does that eliminate their opportunity to go to college? Not that it would really matter anyways, because it's not like financial aid is going to be available anymore. And so I can't afford to put them through college, and I don't have the cash for that. And so does that mean that only the wealthy kids get to go to good schools and go off to college and have these big successful careers? Is that what that means? And what does it mean to all the other kids who can't go to college now because there's no money to help them and there's no money to have them go to a good, decent public school? What does that mean for them in their future? What are they going to be doing? Are they going to be the ones out in the fields now picking produce because they got rid of all of the immigrants who were willing to do that? Is that the plan, is to take away all of the ability for the middle class and the lower classes to be able to move up through the system so that they can also be successful? Is it to make sure that they're the ones who end up doing the jobs that nobody wants to do? Is this a class system thing? Oh, and let's not forget about the fact that my parents who rely on Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid to be able to pay their pills that literally keep them alive. I mean, is the plan that they just die off because now they can't afford the medication or the medical care that they need to live? Is that the plan? And that only the wealthy elderly are allowed to live because they're the only ones who are allowed to pay their bills? Is that what they're working towards? Does that work for you? Because that doesn't really work for me. And I'm middle class. I'm not lower class at all. I'll straight up admit that I'm dead in the middle. But this system kind of sets me up to be not in the middle because I can't afford to pay those bills out of my pocket. That's not something that's going to be in my near future. I'm not part of the hereditary wealth club. I'm not inheriting anything tremendous. So what does that mean for me in my future? Am I doomed to die because I can't afford my medical care or medical bills? Am I doomed to work until I'm 90 if I do live long enough to be able to do that because I can't afford to live for my housing and pay for my housing or pay for my food or my regular expenses? We're not even talking medical care at this point. We're talking expenses, any expenses. Never mind buying a stupid car on the greens of the White House. A Tesla, really? You can't even keep your bumper on and you think that I'm going to pay that kind of money for a vehicle that drives itself? I'm not going to trust a vehicle that drives itself if it can't even hold its damn bumper on. What the hell? But is this a class system? Is that what we're looking for? Are we trying to divide the country into those who can and those who cannot? Food for thought.